Hello, happy Friday night, and welcome to my week 4 Bookoplathon vlog. I am gonna run you up to speed a little bit. If you haven't seen my previous vlogs, which you should go watch, I'll link them down below. But I'm currently reading The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks because I rolled doubles, and this is my second book from the doubles. I landed on a book with water on the cover, which the original cover of this has like a porch with a lake, and the movie cover, they're like kissing in the rain. So definitely qualifies for that, but I'm about 100 pages in. I just started it tonight, and I wasn't enjoying it in the beginning. This is a reread for me. It somehow escaped my mind that she was like engaged when, like, it's a second chance romance, so I forgot she was engaged when her and Noah, like, rekindle. So that rubbed me the wrong way. I never like cheating in a book. It's not something that automatically makes a book 1 star for me, but it definitely lowers my rating. So I'm curious what I'll think of this by the end. It's been, like, I probably read this book last in, like, middle school, but I think a lot of us are familiar with the movie and like what the premise of this book is about. But after that, I do have a couple more books in the queue. I rolled and landed on Community Shelf, and the Community Shelf card I drew was draw 2 chance cards. So the 2 books I drew for that were The Guardians by John Grisham and The Night Swim by Megan Goldin. So those are what I have coming up, what I'm planning on reading next. All of these count as books I rolled doubles for, so I am reading twice as many hours as like my general goal right now until I'm done with these. And once I finish the Notebook, I'll probably roll again. So hope that gets you up to speed where I'm at. Like I said, I wasn't really enjoying the Notebook, what I've read so far, but it is just kind of starting to get good. In my mind, I love the story, but then I started it and was just like, maybe this should have stayed like a memory in my past, but we'll see how I feel by the end. I don't know if I even need to consider the Notebook like spoiler territory, but I do like growing old together like really gets me in my heart. So I think I still will have feelings at the end, but I guess we're gonna find out. I forgot, I also want to mention that tomorrow I have plans for like the one day this month, but my sister's pregnant and she's having like a gender reveal tomorrow, and she lives like 2 hours away from me, so it's gonna kind of be like an all day thing. I'll be gone from home from like noon till like probably 10 p.m. So I really wanted to get a little bit ahead tonight so that I'm not playing as much catch up on like Sunday and Monday, even though tomorrow I should still be able to get like 2 hours of reading done. I'm supposed to be getting 4 hours of reading done. So that's why I'm like cramming so much right now. So I don't think I've ever done this before, but last night, sorry if you hear like the clinking, Huck's coming up the stairs. Hi, buddy. Last night I actually fell asleep reading the Notebook in like my recliner at like 10. And like I said, I don't think I've ever actually done that. So I ended up only reading 3 hours yesterday, which now puts me another hour behind. So I don't know how I'm going to catch up today. Although Chris is now going to be riding with me. He was going to ride with my mom. So if he drives, I should be able to read in the car. But right now I need to run to the grocery store. I am bringing, you know, stuff to help my sister out. I'm bringing like cream cheese corn, and she wanted me to pick up stuff to make s'mores, and she's doing like on the Hershey bar where you color in he in blue and she in pink. So that's my little project for the morning. I'm gonna run to the grocery store now. It's only like 7:30, so if I can beat the grocery store being busy, that'll be nice. But yeah, we're leaving around noon. Chris is at work, so I'm gonna somehow try to catch up from my mistake yesterday of falling asleep. I'm making pretty good progress. It's 8:30 and my butt is parked right here to do some reading. I went to the grocery store and I did get my corn started. So now it's a little bit of reading time. How can I say that I don't think the beginning of this book is good at all? And now I'm crying. What is this? Okay, I finished The Notebook, and I've been crying for literally the last hour of this book, and yet I'm still only gonna give it like probably 2.5 stars. This is one case that I truly think the movie is better. Like, the movie shows so much more of like the first time they meet, and then the movie also does more at the end. So ultimately, I thought things were going to happen that didn't because of the movie, and I've seen the movie more recently than I've read the book. But yeah, I'm leaning on the edge of giving up on my Nicholas Sparks rereading because I haven't enjoyed any of the books that I've read so far, and I think this was my third. I did buy one more, which I bought all of them secondhand. I know that like Nicholas Sparks has had a little bit of controversy, so I didn't feel comfortable like purchasing new books, but I did buy all of these secondhand, and I think I'll probably read that one more that I purchased and then probably give up on this project I've been working on. But yeah, it did make me cry, but it was not like an amazing book. His writing is not that good, and I feel a little sad that I didn't like hold him just to like what I thought when I read his books in the first place, but they're not living up. But now I get to start my next book, which is, The Guardians by John Grisham, and this is a book that Chris picked for me. I don't know anything about it, and I think I'm just gonna like not even read the synopsis and just get into it. But I do need to take a shower quick and get ready, and then I'll start this, and then I'll be able to read this in the car as well. Okay, I've got my dice and the board, and I'm going to roll again. The last spot I landed was community shelf. Are you joking me? I got doubles again. I'm just committed to reading twice as much as I should be this month, I guess. So, from community shelf, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, highest rated, which let's just pull up my Goodreads from here, and I go my books, want to read, and then average rating, other way, and I'm going to pick between my top 5. I'm not necessarily going to read my top one. A lot of these are books that just came out. So my highest rated is The Duke Who Didn't, but I don't think that that's actually out yet. Let me look at it. It's out on the 22nd. So it might actually be out by the time, what's today? The 19th? I actually think it'll be out by the time I get to it. So that is what I'm going to go with, is The Duke Who Didn't by Courtney Milan. And then let's pull the board back up. So now from highest rated, I get to roll again. No doubles this time. Oh my gosh, what is up with me? And I got a 4 with doubles again. So from highest rated, 1, 2, 3, 4 is luckily small book, less than 100 pages. So I'm going to again go to my Goodreads and pull up, sort by number of pages. Other way. And that I know isn't out. Actually, what I think I might do, this comes up as Saga Volume 5 because I'm rereading these, but I think I'm on the second one, so I just reread the first. I think I'm gonna read the second volume of Saga, and then I guess I'm gonna roll again. And at least not doubles this time. I got a 7. So from small book, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is TBR game, which I do think I'm going to use Cody's Wheel of TBR again, but I think she's posted a new one since the last one I watched. So I'm going to go watch that and get a prompt from that. Apparently nothing can go to plan, but watching her newest Wheel of TBR, it looks like she's switching it up for her 2-year anniversary of playing the game, and she's actually playing it that she's going to spin to land on other people's TBR games. So I'm still just going to follow whatever prompt she gets first, but she is playing it a little different than the last one I watched. this is gonna feel all over the place, but she landed on Dart Attack, which is Maddie Book Browsing Blogs TBR game, and then from that she landed on Booktuber recommendation. So what I'm now gonna do is actually just go to my watch later on YouTube and click like the next video I'm supposed to watch and read a book that's recommended from that. So the video I'm watching to get this recommendation is Gabby from Gabby Reads posted a fall reading recommendations video, which she has very similar taste to me, and I also own quite a few books that she's recommended, so I'm hoping maybe something she mentions in this video I might already own. But yeah, I'm going to basically take all of these recommendations and pick whichever one I want, so I'm going to sit down and watch the whole video now. That was actually a really good video to get some recommendations from. I did take some notes while I was watching it. She recommended a lot of books. And firstly, I want to mention that she did mention some books that I have already read. She mentioned 2 books which I've read and didn't enjoy, which were Vicious by V.E. Schwab and The Shining by Stephen King. Neither of those I'm a huge fan of, but she did also mention Pretty Girls and The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter, which I think are great recommendations, like both thrillers that I loved. Those are very dark thrillers though, so if you're just getting into thrillers, I'd maybe pause on those until you know how hard you really want to go with thrillers. But and she also recommended Verity, which I just read. Did I read that this month? When did I read Verity? I don't even remember. It might have been this month. If not, it was last month. But I also was correct that she recommended some things that I do already own. So, first things first, she recommended, I put them way farther away than I should. She recommended all of Riley Sager's books, which really excites me because I only have one left, which is The Last Time I Lied, and I would love to get to this right now. And it's the only one I have not read by him. And then she also recommended If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, which is another one I would love to get to. And I think these all are like really good fall recommendations. And she also recommended not directly this book, but she recommended this author. So I'm tempted to pick this one, but she recommended Kristen Hanna. And she was specifically talking about The Nightingale and one other of her books that I don't think I knew. But this is the one that I bought because my mom loved this book, and so she's been wanting me to read it. But this is like almost 500 pages long. So as much as I want to do this one, just because I know my mom would be so happy for me to get to it, I think I'm gonna pick the Riley Sager and read The Last Time I Lied, because I'll get a sense of fulfillment out of this, and it's something I'm actually excited for, to be like done and up to date on all of Riley Sager. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. I did just move you around like a touch to grab some of the books. You were resting on some of the books I wanted to talk about, but I did want to mention, I think that like with my TBR plus adding one that I don't own, that these might get me fairly close to the end of the month. So I don't think I'm gonna roll again till I actually am like actively reading the last book that I have right now, just in case I don't actually get that far. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of know like where I'm going to be ending my month off now. And there's some good stuff here. Quite a few thrillers. I did squeeze in that romance there. So as much as I'm sick of rolling doubles and reading twice as much, I am powering through, and I think these are books I'm really going to enjoy. So I'm not mad about it, but October I'm probably going to need to chill a little bit. I already texted Chris and was like, sorry, still not available till at least October 1st. Just rolled doubles again. So he knew what he was getting into at the end of the month. I told him I was doing a month-long readathon. But yeah, I'm excited to get to all of these, and I'll have to tell him that I'm starting this when he gets home. Good morning. Happy Sunday. First of all, sorry for ghosting you guys yesterday. We did end up leaving, and I was going to read in the car, but I've barely seen Chris this week, so we ended up talking the whole way there. And then I was at my sister's house for the rest of the day, which it's a girl, so they're having a girl, my first niece, so it's gonna be fun. But today, now I really need to like put my head down and get stuff done. I need my vlog to go up today, and I'm officially 2.5 hours behind schedule. So it's like 8:30 now, so I slept in later than I should have too. So I really need to just get my day going. My like minimum goal today, well, not really minimum, is I would like to finish my book. So if I can read, you know, almost all of the Guardians, is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. That'd be nice. I got like 2 chapters in yesterday, so not far. 11 a.m. update. I did take a shower and finally wash my hair, and I'm about halfway done editing my vlog from last week, and I'm on page like 53. So I need to be doing everything a little faster. I came downstairs to make some lunch, so I'm actually sitting downstairs for once in our living room, but I did go through and marked like how many pages I should read per hour to finish this book by 10 p.m. tonight. So that's just me overthinking everything, but now at least I'll know where I stand for the day. I'm making mashed sweet potatoes, so I'm waiting for the water to boil right now. It should almost be boiling, but it sounded good. Also, confession, I hate cooking anything that I have to chop anything for. Like, I just don't trust myself with a knife. So, like, just cubing those potatoes gave me anxiety. Okay, I've got my lunch right here, and it's just afternoon, and I'm not to my noon sticky tab yet, so I'm gonna sit down and read straight through to my 1 p.m. I'm joining the Discord sprints right now, which they're doing dice sprints, which is really gonna throw my day off because with the dice sprints, like one of the rules is if doubles are rolled, you're supposed to switch books. So if that happens, I probably won't finish this today, but I'm still gonna try to get my hours in. That's really gonna throw a wrench in my plans if that happens, but I want to participate, and I'm a rule follower, so. It's happened on the sprints. A double was rolled, so I'm supposed to switch what I'm reading. So now I'm definitely not going to finish The Guardians today, but I'm also not going to start what should be my next book, which is The Night Swim, because I do want to read it during the week of the Buzzword Readathon. So I'm actually going to go and start Saga Volume 2, and hopefully doubles will be rolled again, and I'll switch back to The Guardians. My review I didn't think I would be doing today. I just finished Saga Volume 2, and it took me only like 40 minutes, and I'm going to be giving this 3.5 stars. I do like this one a little bit better than the first. I think the first one I gave 3 stars, which that's the same as the last time I read them. But yeah, I actually remembered a lot more from this than I thought I would. The last time I read this was in 2015, so quite a while ago. But overall, this was good. This series is what it is. It's definitely not one of my favorites. I'm not a huge sci-fi fan in general, so it's not like something I'm prone to love, but it is fun to get like back through it, and I don't read that many graphic novels either. Just when I was getting back into The Guardians, I read like another 50 pages. I was getting along through it. Doubles were rolled again. So now I need to read something else. And I think I'm just gonna start The Night Swim early, even though that readathon doesn't start until tomorrow, because I don't want to roll again. I don't want to be in the middle of 3 thrillers at once. So I think that's really my only option right now, because the romance book that I picked doesn't come out till Tuesday, so I can't like just shove that in there either. Like, I have either 2 thrillers or a book that's not out yet, so I'm gonna start The Night Swim. I lost steam for quite a while. It's like 8:15 and I haven't read anything since like 5 o'clock, but my shows are on now, and I am gonna keep reading during the commercials. I've completed my 4 hours for the day, but I want to catch up on what I was behind, so I need to get back at it. Good morning, happy Monday. The weekend is over, but I'm actually feeling much better. I have, like, you guys have probably noticed, been pretty like low energy the last couple days, and I just feel like I've had a couple or like a few like bad mental health days in a row. But I am feeling good this morning. I'm feeling motivated. I did read like a chapter and a half right now before work, and I'm hoping to just have a productive day. I am not feeling burnt out on reading, by the way. I have some other stuff going on, and sorry if you can hear the train. But yeah, so I am excited to get back in this. I have like 170 pages left, so I probably won't finish this today, but I'm getting really close, and it is officially Buzzwordathon, so I'm excited to get, I guess, back into the night swim. But yeah, this is going okay. Basically, since I've actually figured out what it's about now that I'm, more than halfway through, is I completely understand why Chris picked this for me. It is kind of like a courtroom drama, which he knows, like, I love true crime. Like, it is kind of the thing that I would like. I just don't think that this writing is necessarily working for me. Like, the main character or the main protagonist is a lawyer that is trying to get, like, wrongful convictions relooked at, and so we're following one main case of like someone he's trying to get out of prison, but then like he throws in too many other things. Like you're focused on the story, and then it's, oh, but this case, or like, oh, this happened that is completely unrelated, so it's hard to like stay into it. So I don't know how I'll feel about this in the end. Like, regardless of how the case goes, I just don't think it was written well, but we'll see. I'm coming to you guys admittedly a little bit late in the evening. It's like 6:30, but I'm coming with commitment. So my husband's doing all the right things tonight. He came home, he mowed, he's currently doing the dishes, and then he said he's gonna go pick me up food and then leave. So love that for me. But I'm here with some dice to do like kind of my own dice sprints. There's, as far as I know, not any sprints going on right now, but I want to do some. So if you're not familiar with the dice sprints, basically however many I roll, each dot counts for 5 minutes. And I'm basically going to alternate between, like, one roll is going to be for how long I read, and the next roll is going to be for how long I edit last week's vlog. So I might either have a vlog or a finished book by the end of tonight, or neither. But I'm planning on doing that for quite a while. I think I'm going to skip Love Island tonight and just watch them both tomorrow. So, like I said, it's like 6:30, and I'll probably stay up till like 10. So I've got like a few hours here to hopefully get quite a bit done. My first roll got me reading for 25 minutes, and my second roll now has me starting to edit for 55 minutes. So I honestly might be able to finish my vlog in 55 minutes, so we'll see. But also, Chris brought me my food, and he came in, actually, he's basically taking our dog to his parents' house. His parents have an acreage, so he's taking the dog to like exercise and play ball. It's cute. My strategy last night was fun and it worked, but it did end up getting me my video edited and not my reading done. So I ended up, I think, reading for like 45 minutes, and I edited my video for an hour and 45 minutes, but my video is completely ready to go up, so now I don't have to worry about that. Tonight I did agree to join a fantasy football league with my family, so we're drafting for our fantasy football. And I'm starting to get behind, so I really want to catch up on my reading. I am doing a 48-hour readathon with my friends this weekend. So if I am a little behind at the end of the week, I'm hoping to just like catch up then. But yeah. Cannot get comfortable, but this pillow, which you guys probably always see me have, my stepmom actually got me. It's called a boomerang pillow, but she had one in her reading room, which she reads quite a bit too, but we don't really read a lot of the same things. But she had one of these for years, and I always was like, that would be so nice for when you're like sitting in a chair like this and reading, and that's what she used it for. So I love this thing. It's great. This is why I usually don't film right before I go to bed, because this is how my hair ends up before bed. But I've decided with less than 100 pages left that I hate this and I give up. But I'll update you on that in the morning when I'm coherent, showered, don't look like this. But yeah, I'm a quitter. Okay, I'm ready for our chat here as to why I decided to finally give up on this with hardly anything to go. And it's because I couldn't even focus on like what was happening anymore. And I literally put a tab in on the side of like a section that should have been like emotional. And I was just like, this is like blah. It wasn't good. And I still read farther than that. And then once I hit an hour for the day, I was just like, I don't want to do this again tomorrow. So I decided to quit, which means I do get to continue with the night swim today, which I'm actually excited for. I started it on Sunday and only read like 2 chapters. And I do know that I was enjoying that. So I'm actually excited to get to read that tonight. But yeah, I do have a dentist appointment today, which really sucks. But it's at 3 o'clock. So I should be home about the same time I usually am. So I had a pretty good day today. My dentist appointment went good. They said everything was good. And I also had crab rangoons for lunch. So that makes the rest of the day better. Also, I'm not supposed to eat anything warm for a couple hours. So I did grab an ice cream before I came upstairs. A good old, sorry, this noise is probably not good. A good old fudge bar. But I was a little annoyed on my way home because I filled up with gas this morning and I paid $1.99 for gas this morning and it was $1.81 on my way home. So that sucks when you drive gas hogs like me and my husband drive. But yeah, I want to keep the day going good by getting all the reading I want to done. So I'm going to start that now. I also did grab, because I'm not supposed to eat hot food and I was in the freezer. I saw we had an Uncrustable. But it is frozen, so I need to let it thaw. But this is going to be really good. So, turns out I'm not in a reading slump. I was just not enjoying the book I was reading. But I'm about 40 pages into the night swim now. And I think I'm kind of understanding what this is about. Basically, our main character hosts a podcast. And for this season of her podcast, she's traveling to this town to cover a rape case rather than like a murder case, because she's trying to like switch it up, do something different, and she's actually planning on following it through the trial rather than like after everything is settled. So she travels to this town, and while she's kind of, filming that season of the podcast, there's someone else who's kind of getting a hold of her, trying to get her to pay attention to another crime that happened in that town. So it's pretty interesting so far, and you do get like the podcast episodes. So like I said, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm definitely not in a slump. Like, this is going pretty fast, so that's good news. I think I waited the perfect amount of time where this is still cold but perfectly thawed. Yum. Who am I? I'm on like page 100. I'm doing so good today. My air conditioning kicked on, so hopefully that's not all you're hearing. But my brain today cannot compute that it's not Friday. Like, all day I was like, I should be off at noon. Like, there's no way that this week can still be going on. But it's Thursday. I'm home. I know that Chris is probably going to be cranky tonight because he had his dentist appointment today. Mine was yesterday. But I think that I want to do the dice sprints again tonight for myself. But, like, actually every roll be for reading. The other day I did it, and I did every other roll reading and then editing, but I'm gonna do it for reading tonight, so I kind of want to get that started now. Both my shows are on tonight, so that'll be a little pause in the plan. But if I can get 2 hours in tonight, that would be wonderful. I haven't actually done it in quite a few days. Okay, it took me a minute to find my dice, but I got them. And I've got the night swim right here, and I am going to follow the rules that if I roll doubles, I will switch books. And I did start like the first 5 minutes of The Duke Will Do by Courtney Milan. So if I roll doubles, I'll switch over to that. Also, you can see me talking with my hands with my shadow. That's embarrassing. Okay, but I'm going to take 15-minute breaks between my rolls, and each dot is worth 5 minutes. So for my first roll for sprinting by myself tonight, I will be reading for 35 minutes. So my dice sprints are going fantastic. I've already read like an hour and 20 minutes, but supper was ready, so I'm taking a break right now. But I just wanted to say that I am now thinking The Guardians was worse than like when I was actually reading it, because the night swim is actually like somewhat similar. Like it's also like they both have a lot of like courtroom things going on, and the night swim has me so intrigued, and the Guardians had me bored out of my mind. And they are also both following like one main story and then like interspersed like another story or more stories. So yeah, I have been writing down my rolls, but I didn't think it was necessary to really show them every single roll that I do tonight. But I had that 35-minute sprint, and then I had a 40-minute sprint. And then now I just had supper, and I rolled to have a 15-minute sprint, which it's like 6:43 right now, and my shows start at 7. So I need to do that right now. I am going to read through the commercials, but I'm not going to count that as like a sprint. And then I'll roll again at 9 when my shows are over and keep sprinting. We love when I actually do what I say I'm going to do. So I am already 2 hours into my night. It's 9 o'clock, so my shows just got done. And I think I'm just going to keep going because I am a little bit behind. And I thought I was just going to, save it all and catch up during the 48-hour readathon I'm doing with my friends this weekend. But I may be getting a little too far behind to even catch up then. So I'm going to keep going right now and maybe get to 3 hours. Maybe 2.5. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm back 2 seconds later because I did my rolls for my dice sprints and I rolled doubles. So I'm going to be switching to, I think earlier I said the title of the book wrong. I'm reading The Duke Who Didn't by Courtney Milan. I'm not sure what I said earlier, but it wasn't right. So I'm going to relax. I'm going to get in the bath and read that instead of the night swim, I guess, even though I'm getting really into the night swim now. I've got my bedtime hair going on, and I'm using the light in the bathroom because my husband's sleeping. But I remembered I don't care about my eyes, and I can up the brightness on my Kindle and read in bed. So I rolled my last roll for the night, which I got 45 minutes, which will get me to 3 hours, and I'm going to finish it in bed. Happy Friday. I'm taking my socks off. But I'm planning for today to basically be like a prep day before the 48-hour readathon tomorrow. So I do have like virtual therapy in like 30 minutes, and then I'd like to film a video and start doing some editing, as well as do some laundry tonight and get some bills paid so that this weekend I don't even have to think about it. But I'm really enjoying both of the books that I'm now reading, so hopefully that continues. And if it does, I should be able to roll for one more book, and then that'll probably top my month off. It's so hot upstairs that I'm actually sitting downstairs right now. And I've got the night swim, so I'm going to jump back to that. Last night I had switched to The Duke Who Didn't, but I do want to finish the night swim. They're both really, really good right now. And I'm having a little bit of a snack. I have some apple crisp from last weekend. It's not very crispy anymore. It's pretty soggy, but still pretty good. So that's my plan. It's like 3 p.m. I also did take a work call. I was tasked with like putting together our company party. So I had to call like the place we're having it at. But it's 3 p.m. I'm done doing stuff for the day. I filmed my video. So I can basically do whatever I want now. And Chris won't be home for a couple more hours when he gets home I'll definitely go upstairs. But I'm gonna eat, start reading, and hopefully check in a little bit, and hopefully finish this book tonight. So I switched over and I've been reading The Duke Who Didn't for like an hour now. And this book is so funny. Like, the banter is hilarious and the couple is very cute so far. But there's a thing that happened that I'm just like, you can't do that because COVID. But like, obviously that's not a concept in the book. Basically, he like kisses her hands, like her like fingertips, and all I can think is like, ew. So I've read like 2 hours and 20 minutes tonight, but Bookly just gave me my little notification that I have completed my monthly goal, which would have been the hours that would have been my goal if I hadn't had rolled any doubles this month. And obviously I rolled quite a few doubles, so I have a ways to go. So it's the 25th and I've hit my 43 hours that I originally set at the beginning of the month, but I'm nowhere near done. So it is time for me to end this vlog and go to bed if I think I'm gonna get up early to start the 48-hour readathon tomorrow. But I realize I haven't updated much about like actually my progress with my goals this week. I am currently sitting at 6.5 hours behind. So I am hoping to catch up during the readathon, which would mean that between Saturday and Sunday, I need to read like 14.5 hours, which seems insane, but I think I can do it. So I hope you'll join me and see what I end up thinking of the 2 books I'm really enjoying now. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.